Okay, this is part 2 of the video tutorials. I've only got 15 minutes license or whatever, so okay, I thought I wouldn't leave you hanging there. So let's have a look at what's next. So next, we were doing the switches over here, so we might as well carry on doing those. So I'm going to bring in this switch here, okay, because I can see that line is going to be the next pin along. So I'm just going to spin that around that way. Okay. And I'll just put that right underneath there, like that. Let's have a look. So that pin can go into there, and then this other switch here. Which way is that going to go? That way, I think. Under there. Okay, so I can see that power is going to go to there. That's okay because there's nothing going to there, and these all need power. So let's grab a track, wire those all up together. That's fine. So they've all got power. Let's wire them to the pin. I have to do a bit of a dog leg here. If it keeps drawing, you can just right click, grab a tool again, and that one's going to go to there. If something's going where you don't want it to really, so I can right click on here. Now this can be a little bit fiddly depending on how many layers and levels and things there are. And what I wanted to do is say add node, but it's not always the easiest. There we go, add node. And that allows me to kind of bend it around things. So I can just bend that off there. Now that pin's not actually doing anything, so I'm not too worried about that. But so that should be okay. So I've got power to all the switches. The switches all connect to the power to the pins. Obviously now I need them to go to their 10k resistors to ground. Okay. So let's have a little look at that. Where's this one going here? Let's follow that down to there. That's going to go to that one. Okay, so how am I going to do this? Let's have a little think here. Could I run it through there? Or is that going to be... Now, with the switches, these are going to be on the flying lead, so the wires will just come up the way. So I'm going to attempt, let's see if we can do this, and actually just run it right through the middle there. Okay. Because obviously it's just going to jump over there. These are just going to have wires, so I can sneak that right in there. I'm just going to connect that to there, and then the other end I can just bring that down like that to ground. Okay, so I've just snuck that in there. That's a 10k. I'm just going to get rid of these labels now because I don't need them to help me. I know where they are, sort of thing. I like to keep the values on there. The red one I think was the top one. Blue was the middle one. Oh, that's gone wrong. Control Z. I don't need that to say switch 2. Blue on there. And then green. This is going to be coming. Now, where's that going? That's telling me it's over here. So this is this resistor here. And that's going off the ground. So let's give that a little spin around. I'm just going to put that there, and I'm going to get that down to there. Now, this looks like it wants to go somewhere as well, so that kind of leaves me a little escape route underneath there. Okay, so track tool, there to there, and this can go just straight up back to ground. Okay. Nope. Sometimes they go very fiddly to get the label that you want. Trying to get that 10k down there, but it doesn't seem to want me to let me do it. I wonder if I can just... Ah, there we go. Got to zoom right in. I think that was the key. Okay, so let's have a quick look at back to my circuit diagram. So I've got those 3 inputs all connected up. Okay, so now I'm looking at the 5 outputs. I've got 3 LEDs, an LCD, and I've got a buzzer. Okay, LCD should be pretty straightforward. It's just in and out, and the power. The one that's probably going to be the trickiest one is probably going to be the one with the transistor. Okay, so let's start up here. So I've done that one there. Where's this going? This is going to, let's follow that one down. So I'm just kind of going in order. Okay, just so I can see what space I've got. I think this is going to be another LED here. Let's have a look. No, there's that LED there. What have we got? Yes, so that green line's going to there. That green line's going to there. Okay, so I'm just going to move that in like that. Again, I might get rid of some of these labels just to give me a little bit more clarity about what's going on. Okay, so that's going to there, that goes around there. Okay, so let's run a track from there to there. Not happy with that. I'm just going to bring that back a bit. Because I kind of missed it, and it's also getting a bit close to this one here as well. I'm just trying to think if there's a better way of doing it. Again, these are going to be on flying leads, so they can be a little bit closer than I can kind of almost overlap them, because they're just going to be wires coming off there anyway, isn't there? Okay. Yeah, let's run that wire there then. Okay, so wire. I'm going to have to probably just come down a little bit, otherwise it is going to be too close. That one's okay. Let's go this one. Again, I'll just follow that little line across. That'll do. Okay. Now I need to bring the resistors for them up. Okay, and I probably can put them just running parallel with these ones here, because let's follow that down. So this is my R7. Let's park him there. I think this is going to be my next one, R6. Let's put that there, and let's see what that's doing. Okay, so that's still doing all right. Let's do this one first. So I need to spin that around. There we go. That's happier. And I can put that just there. So they're going to connect up and go to ground. That just needs a tiny little track going up the way. That's fine. I'm just going to get rid of some of these labels. Maybe worth keeping the middle one, just so that I know these three in a row kind of are the same sort of thing. Get rid of that one, and wire that up to there, and that can come into there. Okay, so where do we go next? Coming down the way of this one, so I've got this pin here. This is saying Q3. Quick look on this thing, Q3. So this is going to my 1K resistor, to the transistor, to the buzzer. Okay, so this is going to be the tricky one now. So let's have a look, see what it's doing. Okay, so let's find that 1K resistor. That's up there. Flip it around. Okay, now probably going to need to run this going down the way. Okay, so obviously if I run that horizontally, it's going to bash into that, so that's no good. So let's see if we can run this vertically. Bring that there. But obviously it leaves that pin there free as well, so you can run. I've got that ability to run that way or run this way. That pin's not being used either. Does, though, I'm just having a look, it does give me the ability, though, I'm just thinking, because at some point I'm going to want to get to the 9 volts. The 9 volts is all over here. So actually, if I ran it this way, that would be more useful, I think. So I'm actually going to put this down here. Okay, and I'm going to run the wire to there. Okay, we'll see what that does, because that's not blocking anything in. There's nothing else running under this end of the chip there. Okay, so I'm going to run that to there. let's go and grab that transistor and see how that connects up. So that end want to go to ground, that's fine. This one here is the one that's going to want to go to power. So that's dead easy. That goes to there, that's easy. It's this middle pin here that wants to go all the way. Oh no, actually that wants to go to the buzzer. So let's bring that buzzer down and see what that does. Okay. Could I use that to step that over there? I wonder how that would go. Now, I'm probably going to want to have the buzzer actually on the board. So that's not going to work out. I mean, I could look at this and think, well, actually, there's a whole lot of space up here that I'm not using. Could I move things up a little bit to give me a bit more room? And then this can spin around. Probably the other way around, I think. Let's have a look. What's that looking like? That goes to that one. That would go to there. Okay. So, can I move this without? I'm just trying to think whether I can move this all without causing absolute chaos. Let's give it a go. Okay, that's not too bad so far. I can move that up to there. This end can go back into there. Okay, so let's see, we'll move that up there. No, I'm not convinced about this move, so I'm just going to go Control Z. I'm going to wind it all the way back to where I was. Okay, so we could. I think I'm going to just put this down here, and I'll use like a jump wire over there. Okay. Right, so that's our thing. So that needs to get to the power. So that can go into power there. This is going to connect to that pin there. That's going to connect to that pin there. And that's going to connect to ground, which is there. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going to go for that then. Okay, so let's go for that. So how do I add a jump wire in? I go to passive components. I want a resistor. I've got all sorts of different sizes, so I could use a little one. I could use a really big one if I want to. I'm just going to go sort of normal size one, which is our 10.2, which is there. Double click on there and make that a 0K. And then I can run the track up there, so it's getting the full 9 volts. And then that's going to come around, probably down there, and like that. Okay. And where's next? That's going to go to there. I'm going to move this up a little bit. Obviously, just bringing the whole board in there. So if I can save a little bit here, then it means that whole thing can all come in, sort of thing, that little bit neater. Okay, so let's connect up that. So that's going to go to that pin there. This is going to come across here and down to there. And that can come across here and up. Okay. Now, why is that not quite marrying up there? Can I move that in a little bit more that way? Move this up a little bit there. I'm just trying to get this to look a bit. I don't know what's a bit strange looking. But obviously when you're doing this